If everyone knew the way, everyone would already be there. Nobody knows the way. The walking back and forth, left and right, leads us to places we never thought we would visit in our lifetime. I'm a tropical bird by nature. I gravitate to warm places, to abundance, to noise, to color. So I don't know what sent me to a quiet medieval village in the north of France in mid-April. I thought I was going there to dance, to spend time with my friends. Over the years, I've formed an international friend group that now expands my travel reasons from seeing a place to seeing a person. So that's what brought me here, a person. But quiet places like this village ask you questions that loud places let you avoid. And this one had a question waiting for me, one I wasn't looking for. So here I am, with yet another investigation, one that reached deeper than I expected, into where I come from, into something I didn't expect to meet here. Something I thought was already behind me. And if I'm sharing it with you, that means I finally processed it, integrated it, and let it change me in a way. I am 200 kilometers away from Paris in this little village called Aupeton. Hopefully I don't butcher the name, but I'm here on purpose with my friend Sophie. We met in Mexico at the end of last year. You know, sometimes you meet a person and you feel like you're gonna see them again very soon. And I had that feeling, so we planned a little getaway trip to France. She came from Amsterdam and I flew in from Canada, and now we're here in this beautiful house that was built 400 years ago. She has her own story behind this house, and she was kind enough to invite me here. So that's what I'm doing here. And a little bit about Sophie and I. We met in Mexico dancing. We took a salsa seminar together. We are both dancers from different disciplines. So dancing kind of unites our energies. And yeah, so we're here on purpose. This house has a theater. It used to be a mattress factory, and then down the road it became a local village theater. So now it has one studio upstairs that is really cute. We had so many dances there already, practicing on our own and dancing salsa together, building a little sequence and filming and having loads of creative flows. I really feel good co-creating. I haven't done co-creations for a long time. I've been kind of by myself with my own things, my own thinking for way too long. So it's so refreshing to meet someone that can be open enough to do something like this together. So we're gonna stay here for 5 days and enjoy this beautiful house, dance in the studios, take walks to explore the town. I don't know, it's kind of a random trip, but I have not hesitated a minute to come here. The offer came in and I kind of immediately booked the trip. So yeah, that's why I am currently in France and I'm kind of enjoying it.
Good. I know you do. Yeah. We took a few days to settle down, cooked together, had late night chats, opened up about what's been on our minds. And in those moments is when you really integrate the truth you've had all along. You can know something alone, but when you share it with someone, say it out loud, that's when it finally lands. This is a very, very old house. Before it was a theater, before Sophie and I, it was a mattress factory, a working place full of working people, which is kind of ironic. A building where people once worked themselves exhausted so other people could rest. And a few days in, it started to get under my skin. Because where I come from is a worker's place too, a city of factories, somewhere in Eastern Europe, the kind of place that makes things, not the kind that gets visitors. I was too small when we left for the Middle East, so I remember those years only in fragments. You can take the girl out of the village, but you can't take the village out of the girl. My parents carried those Soviet working class values with them everywhere they went, and of course passed some on to me. The worker's mindset. This is where I learned to work hard and be grateful for very little. Stability over risk, to think about everyone else's needs before my own, to finish all the food on my plate, even when it made me a little sick, to share what I had freely because nothing was really mine. And most of all, to always remember that I'm not special. I spent years in the shadow of that era, afraid to be seen, to speak loudly, to express what was inside me. But I also was lucky. I grew up in communities that praised individualism and expression. One of those communities was the dance studio. I started dancing when I was 5, ballroom, then ballet, contemporary. I tried it all, but my soul always gravitated to Latin music, to Latin dance. Maybe that explains my obsession with Mexico and the Latin American culture, but dance really rescued me from limitation, from fear. It let me connect to my essence, to feel my body, to reach my imagination, to live through characters on the dance floor that were born in Cuba and Brazil. I was really looking for her, little by little. I showed pieces of myself I had no words for yet. The body led me to the woman I'm today, and she's hiding from nothing, and she's definitely not scared to be different anymore. So when I came to this house to create with Sophie, I couldn't understand why I felt so heavy. I think I was remembering my old story, emotions I would buried years ago, rising back to the surface. But the moment I stepped into the studio, I was fully immersed, and the story became my fuel. Dancers work really hard too, to be in control of the body, to master emotion in real time. Movement and music are kind of a psychosomatic experience. They reach places you can't get to when you're still. We spent hours up here in the studio, sharing what we know, teaching each other, breaking through blocks, and laughing the whole way. In my experience, there are two kinds of working class people. The one who want to escape the factory life, and the one who learn to love the work, who live and die in the same place and call it a good life. My parents were the first kind, so that's what I learned, that to be happy is to be somewhere else, not here. Some days I know exactly where I need to be to finally feel it. And the day I get there, it's already relocated somewhere new. So I never quite arrive to my happy place. I joke that my family are professional immigrants. By the time we would learn the language and get comfortable in a new place, we decide to move again. Eastern Europe, then the Middle East, and now North America. So movement was the air I grew up breathing. Leave, don't get attached, not to a place, not to a person, not to a language, not to a home. That's why I'm quite nomadic, I feel. No postal code I really belong to. And maybe that's why happiness has always felt just out of reach for me. Not a decision I could make today, to be happy today, but a distant thing that keeps moving, like what we call a солнечный зайчик. You know that little spot of light you catch with a mirror and chase around the room? Always one flick ahead of your hand. You never actually catch it. That's the whole game.
Oh my god! What's up?
There's so many eggs.
Ah!
I can't believe it. Happiness is a moving target. By the time you figure out what will make you happy, and you get there, you're happy for a second, and then there is a new happy somewhere else. That's just human nature. We're built to grow. Along the way, we discover things we didn't know a minute ago. We get new information and pivot. Nothing changes externally, but we change. And sometimes we need something external to happen to us just for the ball to start rolling. And here's the thing. The journey is the part that makes me happy. The becoming, the leaving and arriving and leaving again, the thing I was raised to see as restlessness and survival, it turns out that's my happy place. Not a country, not a person, just the movement itself. Discovery, growth, change. On one of the last mornings, it finally landed why this house had been getting under my skin all this time. It did the thing I'm trying to do. It stopped producing something functional and started creating meaning. When a theater show opens, the names go on the poster. Everyone. But nobody publishes the names of factory workers. Not because their work matters less, no, but because the work was designed so it doesn't matter who does it. One pair of hands replaces another, and the mattress comes out the same. Replace one actor, and it's not the same show anymore. The people who built these walls didn't get to choose, but we do. And the only waste in life is building someone else's meaning when you were meant to build your own all this time.